can actually pinpoint the second when his heart rips in half. And now!
Guys, by the way, I was thinking the other night, have I ever told you about the time I almost cocked a cousin? I almost C-U-C-K-E-D. That's when my English enunciation gets fucked. Cooked, C-U-C-K-E-D. Cousin cooking story. And it was purely accidental too. It happened a couple years ago. Okay, I have to hear this. Okay, so I don't know if English countries do this, but he was not a blood cousin. Our fathers were friends since middle school. Yeah, middle school, and went together also to the same university to study medicine. So he actually went for medicine, right, as a career. My quote-unquote cousin. So he invited us for the graduation because, of course, he did. Why wouldn't he? And there was going to be a ball in his graduation. He had a girl with him, but when we were at the table, he's, I don't want to call it a sweetheart. His partner for the ball. That's what I want to address her. And I were talking, and it was like because she was asking about me. I was like, oh no, I am not a doctor. I studied graphic design and arts. I'm an artist, a graphic designer. I do this and this. I went to Santa Fe, and I told her basically my stuff because she was actually very curious. And it was like, I like cinema. I like arts. I love museums, and I have something that she doesn't have kids. I call my okay. So we were just talking, but she was more invested in talking to me than she was to actually have any sort of conversation with my cousin. And my sister told me it was very obvious he got salty over it. Because in the end, my quote-unquote cousin, in the end, he decided to grab her hand, ask her out to dance, and never let her come back. Because we're talking about artwork, artists, movies, everything. We were talking about everything, and she was actually very interested, and she was very fun to talk to. And my cousin just got mad because his partner for the graduation was more interested in talking with me than going out to dance with him. Oh boy! And that's the story of how I basically, without even trying, because trust me guys, I went to just there with the intention of I'm going to have some food, some pastries, maybe dance a little bit, and I did end up dancing, yes, and have a good time. That's a plan. I did not intend to cock my cousin, but I did that. Oh boy. Thank you for helping and supporting X through these dangers. Honestly, his fault for being worried. You know what? You're completely right. He's not a bad guy, but he has the personality of wet cardboard. Being perfectly blunt about it. Poor him. He's not a bad dude, but holy shit. When we talk, we never have anything to talk about because I think I'd actually have a more conversation with a wet towel than with him. Oh boy. So you know, guys, if you want to easily romance a girl, talk to a girl whose partner has the same amount of interesting conversations as a piece of cardboard. It works every time. So guys, having telling you the cousin cocking story, who was in the wrong? I like Quinn's assessment that it's his fault for having the personality, for being boring. Yeah, for being boring. That's how Quinn put it. Because honestly, true. As Adachi from Persona 4 will say, true. I mean, it's it's his own issue for being jealous, but just to reiterate to him that you were not there to steal his prom date. You were just there talking about arts, and she was yeah. And that got me wondering, because she was not his girlfriend, she was purely a classmate and his prom date, which got me thinking, how did this poor girl got pulled by him to go to a prom? If they weren't a couple, were they friends? Because I also kept wondering, because if you're friends with someone, you at least have some conversation to have, right, with people. And yet she was not invested in him, so I was like, what oh shit, I did not save, oh well.